Good morning and welcome to John Beck. This is your principal, Mr. Lin, and I hope that you had a wonderful Wednesday yesterday. Today is Thursday, January 5th, 2023, and it is also a day C, and then also for instrumentals, it is a day 1. Now, before we kick off this wonderful day, I want to invite you, as I always do, to please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Go ahead and take a seat. I'm so happy that you're here with us. Once again, we are here in a new year, third day back at school, and I love that you're part of it. And I hope that you guys will continue to share that love. I hope you continue to go share that care. And I hope that you continue to encourage each other through respect and responsibility and readiness. That's what makes my day. I love it when I hear it from you guys, but I love it even more when I see it in action. And I love all the creative ways you guys show it. Let's jump into our lunch menu for today. We have 4 choices, as always. Your first choice, the warm lunch, is hot dog on a whole grain roll. Choice 2 is a yogurt parfait with a snack bag. Choice 3 for kindergarten through 2nd grade, it's a lunchbox meal with ham. And then for our older kids, 3rd through 6th grade, it's a ham sandwich meal. And last but not least, choice 4 is a sun butter sandwich. So go ahead and make your selection. And of course, if you are a packer, you are good to go. All right, so as you know, and I've already alluded to this, we have 3 expectations here at the school. You already know what they are. Respect, responsibility, and readiness. What does that look like? And I really want you to start imagining and picturing what that looks like. And if you're picturing all the things that you can do to other people that show respect or responsibility and readiness, good for you. But I don't want you to forget about the person who's in the mirror. When you hold a mirror up, when you're about to take a selfie, you see yourself. And you deserve that respect. You deserve that responsibility. You deserve that readiness. And I have to ask you, what does that look like? What does that feel like? And oftentimes, it comes hand in hand with doing it to others, right? If you offer the respect to your friend, you're going to feel good, right? I mean, we're just coming out of the winter break, and a lot of us celebrate holidays that give gifts. Have you ever actually given a gift? I know as kids, oftentimes we get gifts, right? That feels great. But have you ever had a chance to give a gift? You know, for instance, there were a number of you guys who came and gave me something at the end of the last year before winter break. How did that feel? Of course, it made me feel great to have you think about me and give me something, but how did it feel for you to actually give a gift? And if it made you feel great, if it made you feel warm and happy, if it made you feel joyous, if it made you feel like, hey, this is fun to make somebody else smile, and by making somebody else smile, it made you feel even better, then you know what I'm talking about, right? If you give sometimes the best gift is actually giving a gift. If you're a parent like me, nowadays, I don't really want much. I just want to see my kids, I want to see my students smile when they get a gift. It makes me feel happy. It makes me feel great. Have you ever felt that? And if you haven't, I really want you to go out of your way and show respect to somebody and see them smile. I want you to go out of your way and practice that self-control. Maybe they expect you to maybe do the wrong thing. Maybe you've done it before. But when you intentionally do the right thing, see them smile. And don't just stop there. Reflect on how you feel there. At that moment, when you realize you've created happiness in somebody else, did it also create happiness in yourself as well? If you don't know what I'm talking about, next time you give a gift, just make sure to study how you feel. I want to say most of you guys know what I'm talking about, right? When you do something nice for others, it actually makes you feel great. If you respect others, you're going to feel like you live in a respected world. You're going to know that they're going to respect you back. In the end, you're going to feel like you respected yourself. If you show responsibility, you're going to be proud of yourself for showing that responsibility. It's going to feel good. If you show that you're ready, right? Maybe you failed a test. Maybe there's a quiz you didn't do so hot on, but you brushed yourself off and you tried harder, and you're successful. And that victory, how does that feel? All of these great things that you do to other people, in other words, get paid back to you. How does that feel? And once again, for all of you who've given gifts, for all of you guys who've given compliments, for all of you guys who've, given that love, care, and encouragement and actually showed it, and when you've seen people's reaction to it, does it make you feel great? And if it does, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Go show that respect and responsibility and readiness. And make sure you realize that by doing that, you're making your day amazing. All right. Now, moving on, we don't have any special announcements for today, but I do want to jump into this day in history. So this is pretty interesting. Up until my first year teaching, when I graduated in 2005, that was my first year teaching. I was a brand new teacher. I was so excited. I taught fifth grade, and down in Virginia, we did kind of go over a little bit of the planets. And I remember just growing up knowing that there were 9 planets, right? Mercury. Well, you had the sun. That's not a planet. That's a big star. The planet closest to the sun is Mercury, then Venus. And our planet, the third rock from the sun, is Earth, then Mars, and Jupiter, and Saturn, and Uranus, and then Neptune, and then Pluto, right? And some of you guys might be stopping me and say, wait, Mr. Lin, Pluto, no. And that's the point. On this day in 2005, there was another planet that was discovered from the Palomar Observatory in San Diego. They spotted this item past Pluto. And as they studied it more, they gave it a name called Eris. And they actually found out, as far as mass goes, it's actually a little bit bigger than Pluto. They were about to declare Eris as the 10th planet. After Pluto, they were going to call Eris the 10th planet. It also revolved around the sun. It did everything that a planet does. In fact, Eris even had its own moon. And then that's when these scientists started thinking, you know what? There are probably other kinds of small planets out there that we haven't discovered that also go around the sun. Are we going to call them all planets, or are we going to take these smaller planets and reclassify them, give them a new category, And so they had this debate. That same year I was teaching about the 9 planets. And by the next school year in 2006, they made a decision. Pluto, along with Eris and all of the other kinds of small planets out there, by then they had also discovered another one called Ceres, Ceres. And they declared that, sure, we could call them the 10th, 11th, and 12th planets, or given that they're smaller, maybe we'll call them dwarf planets. And that's exactly what they did. Pluto, that had always been a part of the 9 planets, got reclassified as a dwarf planet. And so now, when you learn about the planets, there are only 8. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, right? Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. 8. Okay? But back then, it used to be 9, and Pluto used to be a planet, and now it doesn't get counted as a planet, which is interesting. And there are some of you guys who are older out there who want to fight me about this, right? To you, Pluto will always be a planet. I get it. But anyways, it's a fun fact, and this all got started because on this day back in 2005, the other dwarf planet, Eris, was discovered. All right, listen. If nobody else has told you this and you haven't heard it, I want you to hear it because you deserve to hear it every single day. And that's this: I love you. I care about you. I'm here to encourage you. You guys keep sharing that message to me. I love it. I just hope that you guys are sharing it to others. I hope that on the bus you're showing it, right? Using words that matter, that build people up, that encourage people, right? And not hurt people. I hope that you're showing that love, care, and compassion by being respectful, responsible, and ready with your hands and your feet. Knowing that we can use all of these in hurtful ways, using them in helpful and encouraging ways. And if you are, that's how you're showing love, care, and encouragement. I love you. I care about you. I'm here to encourage you. Have an amazing day. Can't wait to see you guys around.